Hey, Mochismo Eugene, another video from Exit Strategy. Welcome, everyone. This is Christmas Day. Hope you guys are having a safe and peaceful holiday. I myself don't celebrate. I have in times past, but there's a lot of Christians that are really falling away from that aspect of the holiday because life is just it's more than what I believe a lot of people have put into it, and it distracts and it takes away from a lot of things that are so natural and pure, like gratefulness, thankfulness. Although there are many of us that are grateful and thankful for every day, and the holidays all the more. So I'm wishing you guys a peaceful and safe holiday. But today I want to talk about deliberately distancing yourself and deliberately disappointing those who are expecting your presence. As I've spoke about before and I'll continue to speak about, holidays are designated destroying days for narcissists, among other days, but specifically holidays, birthdays, any kind of special event that takes away from attention to them. They come in purposely. They make their reservations just for that reason. They don't come in support. They come to dissect, distort, interrupt, intercept, and to disrupt the flow of whatever that is that's going on. As you know, it can be a little child's birthday. Uh, you know, a narcissist is a child. They're childlike. So can you imagine a child being jealous of another child getting a gift and they don't get one? And this is what a narcissist does when they show up to something that is catered towards someone else. So this holiday season, I think, is a very good time to disappoint and distance yourself from the people, places, and things that are expecting you. Don't let your guilt override what you've gone through by way of the abuse from the narcissist. This is your rebuilding time. This is your introspecting time. This is your wilderness experience, because the alone time you can also see right now, even before Christmas came, you can see that this alone time is really paid off well for you, because if you're alone, you're making your decisions based on your comfort. You're doing the things that you believe you need to do to work on yourself. You're not being distracted by uh, the demands and the suggestions and the ideas of other people, as good as some of them may sound, because your life is right now in a mode of refocusing, reframing, and getting your balance. And this will be a lifelong process, because the closer you get to healing, the closer the enemy and the powers of darkness try to get to you. Because most often when the narcissist came along, you were probably thriving. You were thriving and doing well. Uh, you may have fallen on tough times. Either one of those spectrums, you could have been on the lower spectrum or the higher spectrum, doing good, doing bad. This is opportunity for the narcissist. And it's Christmas Day. I know some of you may feel like, oh, give it a rest, just for Christmas. See, this is the deception that we play on ourselves. In no ways am I not trying to disappoint your Christmas. Matter of fact, I'm trying to encourage you and reiterate to you that this alone time will be better than any of the time you've ever spent in groups. Because if you were with a narcissist, Let's say if you were at a Christmas party with your friends, that narcissist was probably blowing your phone up to the point where you didn't even enjoy the party. Even if they don't come along with you to an event and you go to that event, they will blow your phone up. I've been in the presence of females specifically, and you can just look at their face. They're constantly looking at their phone and dropping their head in disgust. You can tell something definitely has their attention and is bringing them down. So if you deliberately, willingly, consciously decide to just spend the Christmas day alone or with some of your family members, immediate family members, meaning those in the home, and I'm hoping that you're not in the home with the narcissist. And if you are, I would encourage you to, I don't know, find a plan and go to family. And if you go to family's house, if you should have a meal with them, retire to the room. Spend a big amount of time with yourself on Christmas Day. Start taking inventory of all the blessings that you have received since you've been out of this mess. By way of, an encouragement from content creators, because we are your family. A lot of you may not have anyone you can talk to about this stuff, man, but you definitely can talk to us. You can comment. And that comment that you guys give, it releases a lot of the anxieties, the stresses, and the woes that you normally would have because you can't talk to anybody about this. Because we don't trust anybody with this. Most people don't understand. They don't wrap their head around it. They don't care to understand because unless they are directly affected by these people, and some of them have been directly affected by them. The narcissist has borrowed money from a lot of the people that you are acquainted with, say your friends. They've leached off of your friends, and your friends have given them a pass. That's something you can't control. And your heart's heavy, like, man, I brought this guy in my life, and he's borrowing money from all my friends. She's hitting on all my girlfriend. I mean, she's hitting on all my guy friends, and I don't know. They're telling me stuff, and I don't know what to believe. They are a burden on you. They are a burden on you in the worst way. And so, just spend some time isolating yourself, not in a way where you feel like you need to shut people out. The mindset you have in isolation is spending time celebrating you. Spend time in meditation. Talk to God. Ask Him what would He have you do from this point on. Seek some direction. Because in these quiet moments by yourself, you're going to really need this time to equip yourself for what's on the other side, what lies in front of you, because there is chaos brewing in the world, and it's not going to cease. It's not going to diminish. It's getting progressively worse. And that's just the reality that I think all of us have to accept. But because that's the reality, that doesn't have to be the world that I live in per se. I can choose my happiness, and you can too. Less is best. And I wanted to come in again tonight and make a video because I had made one earlier, and it was 25 minutes long, and I've searched and searched and searched, and it was uploading, and somehow or another, I don't know if I deleted it. That's the first time that's ever happened, and it's nowhere to be found. So that is just the way it goes, and I just attributed it to probably just wasn't meant to be that video, because was talking about a lot of different faiths, to no offense to no one, but I was just trying to bring a little bit of balance and clarity to how we should embrace one another, notwithstanding our faith or our lack of faiths. We should just, you know, accept people's belief systems and what they believe or what they don't believe. At the same time, we can embrace and be passionate and have our strong convictions. You can do those two things at once. It took me getting out of the church to learn how to do that, though. And I encourage you guys, you know, a lot of churches are going to be ganging up, going, spending. Actually, a lot of churches tend to allow the family to have Christmas to themselves because they bombard you either the day before or the week before. Church, 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 church. Or the day after. And New Year's Eve. They always want to commemorate different things. The church always wants to be first in your life. I don't know if you realize this or not. They want to be first in your life in a way where they make you feel like you have to put church first in your life. No, you put God first in your life. Putting off all of your affairs at home because you're at the church more than you're at home. Look at the story of Eli. Don't be a Eli. Eli was so much engulfed in the church, and his kids worked in the church too. But the point being, he was so transfixed on being the church man till he neglected his children in many ways. He didn't see a lot of the crazy stuff they were doing even in the church. We have a saying, you can be so holy you're no worldly good. Say that again. You can be so holy until you're no worldly good. And that's no discredit to people who are devout in their faith. But I am trying to get you to consciously think about and rethink how you do things in an attempt to please God. God's not impressed about the fact that you don't miss church. And I have to say this to you guys, man, because there are so many narcissists in the church, they distract you from the higher callings of God. They labor you with all of these weights that they're not willing to bear themselves. As soon as you show up, they see your good nature. They load you up with positions and different things and chores in the church, and you thereby thinking that that's your calling because they've appointed those things for you. Listen to God. Be obedient to God. Don't offend people on purpose or deliberately, but hold to your boundaries. Be able to say no. Because to say yes to something that you know realistically you're not going to be able to do in a very healthy way, that's on you, and they're not going to be considerate of it in the end. They're going to hold guilt against you. You shouldn't have signed up for this if you weren't going to be able to make it. There's never understanding when it comes to a church full of narcissists. So be mindful of these things, guys, because I really do hope the best for you guys going into this new year. We're going to clear the clutter. We're going to distance ourselves. And we're going to just spend some time trying to gather our thoughts and our mind going forth. Because there are great things ahead. As you begin to heal, you're going to see that, your eyes are open to a very new life, a life like we've probably never seen before. And it's a beautiful thing. And I'm very eager and anxious to see what God has in store for my life. So my prayers and my thoughts are with everyone. And thank you all who have subscribed and liked the videos, and everyone who tunes in to hear what I have to say. And just be safe and love each other from the heart, not from the head. Be blessed.